It's my proud privilege to welcome our chief guest, Professor Dr. Bashop Choudhury sir, who will be delivering the chief guest's address. And as most of us here know, Professor Bashop Choudhury sir doesn't really need any introduction, but then as donning the moderator's hat actually has its many attractions as well. And just a very quick recapitulation of the entirely eventful and enlightening life of Sir Bashop Choudhury for you all, my dear friends. Our very dear Professor Bashop Choudhury is a chemical engineer by profession who did his BTech in chemical engineering from the University of Calcutta. He completed his PhD from UDCT, now ICT Mumbai, and on completion of master's course, he worked there. Prior to that, he did his BSc with honors in chemistry from the Ramakrishna Mission Vidya Mandir, Belur Math. Subsequently, he did his postdoctorate in the University of Groningen, the Netherlands, where he was offered the job of a lecturer, but he had to return home and joined the Department of Chemical Engineering, where he got the job without appearing for the interview on the merit of his credentials. He has served the University of Calcutta as the registrar, and subsequently as the vice chancellor of the West Bengal State University, which he served with great glory and aplomb for about 5.5 years. Presently, he is the principal of the Heritage Institute of Technology, Kolkata, and the senior director of education, Kalyan Bharati Trust. Our Bashop Choudhury sir has worked in the petrochemical industry in Mumbai for 2 years and had earned distinction as an R&D manager. He was in the Indian National Science Academy, the Korean Science and Engineering Foundation Fellow in the Chongbuk National University, South Korea. He was also the Fulbright Nehru grantee for academic administration and visited a number of US universities in the year 2011. Sir is interested in creative writing too and has written for various national and international newspapers and journals. Some of his research is also available on Google and ResearchGate for all of us to read. Without further ado, sir, I welcome you to this one-day national webinar and invite you to deliver the chief guest address, please. Professor Bashop Choudhury, sir.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It was a fantastic lecture by Professor Santosh Panda. I was going through that and I was listening to that, and I found that the most important points that needed to be talked about have been talked about. It has made life easy for the chief guest. Usually the chief guest says something very interesting. Whatever I was supposed to say, all have been said by my previous speaker. So I do not have much to say. I just want to say thank you to all. So that is basically my role today. But the point is, we should never move away from the ground reality. The ground reality is a very difficult thing to remove. People will say that that ground reality is a ground for shying away from responsibilities. Ground reality is basically an idea that is being used nowadays by many people to just justify that the changes that are coming to higher education will not be possible to be implemented in the next 5 years or 10 years. We are hearing about national education policy. We are hearing about many things. Some of the points that have come to my idea and based on my experience, the most important thing is most students in our colleges are first generation learners. In my university where I was working, I found the maid servants, children coming to the university. In your institution also, you find perhaps many first generation learners. These people do not understand what higher education is all about. So the foundation course that is necessary, that foundation course is simply not present in our institutions. Most of the people do not know what needs to be done in colleges. I mean, students. I am not talking about teachers now. Students. They come to colleges and they think that it is just an extension of the school. Professor Panda was talking about self-learning. Professor Panda was talking about learning, experiential learning, and those are all very important from today's perspective, from today's point of view, because the project-based learning or the activity-based learning, they are the learning where you do and you learn. What is experiential learning? Basically, you do and you learn. It was Swami Vivekananda who said long back, when you are learning, you must involve your head, your heart, and your hands. Unless you involve all your faculties, and the more faculties you involve, the more knowledge you will gain out of a subject, right? If you just study, if you just listen to, you are using your ears and your intellect. If you see, you are also visually trying to understand what is happening before you. If you do with your own hands, you try to mimic what is happening in the actual subject and you try to understand. You are assembling certain things, you are disassembling certain things, you are making products out of certain materials, you are seeing what new things can be developed. So that is basically experiential learning that needs to be done. Experiential learning. People are talking about experiential learning these days. They are very important. Now, as I understand, this particular seminar or this particular webinar is for preparation of NAC. I do not know whether Mohesh Chola College has undergone the NAC process in the last 5 years or 10 years or so. Is it the first time that Mohesh Chola College is going to the NAC accreditation? Madam Principal, is it the first time that Mohesh Chola College is going to NAC accreditation? Dr. Roompa Das?
Sir, actually, she's getting a phone call.
Okay.
This is the second time, actually, sir.
Okay, fine. So basically, you are going to the second cycle of accreditation. When you are going to second cycle of accreditation, all of you are aware of the 7 points that you need to do. I mean, I am asking the audience, kindly let me know. All of you are aware of the 7 points, 7 criteria on which you will be assessed?
Sir, we had a lot of orientations towards it when we went for the second cycle of orientation way back in 2016, and we had a number of workshops for it. And for the third cycle also, we have started preparing and divided different teachers into groups.
Okay.
7 groups.
Okay, madam. So basically, it is the third cycle, not the second cycle, right?
No, sir. We are going in for the third cycle this time.
The first thing that you will start with is, what are the comments of the NAC peer team at the end of the second cycle? What did they tell you? That is the first thing. That is the first thing on the basis of which you will proceed and you will prepare your documents. Remember that earlier people used to come to your institute and used to see all the documents and everything, physically, and they will give you a mark. Right? What is the difference today? The difference today is that 70% of your score will be determined by the amount of information that you put on your site. Right? Correct? Are you all aware?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 70% of your material will go online and you will also upload whatever you are putting online for public scrutiny. Is it okay?
Right, sir.
Okay. So just one of you just say that, you are just what I am saying you are understanding. So what is the difference between last NAC and this NAC? Last NAC was more physical or completely physical. This NAC is more digital and much less physical. The next NAC will be completely digital and will be nothing physical. Now, let me ask you a question. What subjects do you have? Maybe you have physics department, right? Do you have department of physics? Yes,
Yes,
or no? Yes. Immediately, I want to know at this moment, through the GPS system, I want to enter into your physics lab and see what kind of experiments you are doing. Is it possible or it is not possible? Just
Sir,
say yes or no, ma'am. Ma'am, just say yes or no. No point. We are just discussing.
yes, sir.
Yes, it is possible that you will go through GPS. You can immediately.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. You have done a great job. Suppose some teacher is taking a class. Now I am asking a difficult question. Some teacher is taking a class, and that class is being monitored word by word by the external agency. Is it possible or it is not possible?
Sir, not possible right now for all departments, sir.
It is not possible. It is not possible. It is not possible from many points of from many directions, and I will not go into that. You know the directions. You know why it is not possible. Is it possible to get the reactions of the students out of your lecture at the end of every lecture?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Every lecture.
Yes, sir. We have our lectures on the Google Classroom. So,
No, that's fine. That's not Google Classroom. I mean, I am talking about the feedback of the students. Are you taking the feedback?
so not after every classes.
Not after every class. Okay. So the point is, see, if you go by this manner and if you have heard the lecture of Professor Santosh Panda, you will quickly understand where we are lacking and where we are not lacking. What are the different points that you would like to see? Let me go to my slides and let me try to see whether I can get to my slides. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I'm just trying to go to my slides. Can you see the slides?
No, sir.
Cannot see.
Sir, should I assist?
No, do I send you the slides?
Sir, you can do it. You have to open the presentation first, and then you come to the screen. If you can see a raised hand icon at the bottom of the screen, sir, can you see?
Okay.
Right, sir. Just to its right, you see another button which has an arrow option.
Yeah, you. Yeah.
No. Just, sir, just below you have an arrow option. Just click it, sir.
Yeah. Entire screen.
And no, sir, just opt for one window.
Opt for. Can you see now?
Not yet, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're seeing now, right?
Yes, sir. Can you, sir, please enlarge it for the full full screen?
I'm doing it.
Right. So you can also click on that. Yes.
Can you see now?
Not the entire one, sir. Actually, people here in Gmeet we can see, but a lot of people are watching on the YouTube channel. So,
But it is a full screen that is coming now.
Sir,
Okay,
please
sir.
start the slideshow. Shormila here.
Yeah, it is the full screen now on my computer.
But I
Okay,
think
sir.
sir, if you start the slideshow, we'll be able to see.
I
clearly.
think it will be able to see. Right, sir.
Can you see now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are some of the points where you will be evaluated, right? Curricular aspects, teaching, learning and evaluation, research, consultancy and extension, infrastructure and learning resources, student support and progression, governance, leadership and management, innovations and best practices. Let me tell you, come here, governance and leadership and management.
Sir, sorry to interrupt, sir. Can you please press F5? And we are still in the first slide. We have not moved to the second one. You were talking possibly about the second one, sir?
Yeah, it is the second one. You cannot see.
No, sir. Only the first slide is seen.
Meet Google.com is sharing a window. It is.
No, sir. You have to click on the enter button so as you can come to the next one.
Yeah, fine. I mean, I have already done that.
But only the first slide is visible, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Just you need to click on the slide slow.
Yeah, go to slide. I am doing
Slide show. Go to slide show. Then click on the beginning of the current slide.
Madam, if I may interrupt, shall I say something?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
Sir, you are presenting the window, so you need to just change that to the entire presentation. You are just clicking on a single window, so
Let me
then presentation, but
then I
it's
have
not
to
possible.
then I have to go out, right?
You have to stop presenting and go out.
Yeah.
But it can be done on the other way also, through the window also. Yes, now it can be seen.
Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Yeah. Is
Yes.
it? Yes.
It's visible, sir. Yes,
It
sir.
is?
Okay. All okay, sir. Yep.
It is okay.
Yes, sir. All okay.
Okay. I do not know why this snag happened. Now, these are the. Let me come to the first point. You know, I am not talking about curricular aspects. What will you do with curricular aspects, madam? You are an affiliated college. Where from do you get your curricula?
So the curriculum is designed by the University of Calcutta.
Perfectly all right. When was it last revised?
Sir, a few years ago when we went to the CBCS.
So these are information, madam. These are information, madam, that you have with you. All the teachers are having that in their particular subjects. When the board of studies met, when the final decision was taken, when it was placed before the approval body of the institution, and how the things came to you. What are the different circulars that you are receiving? So this part is known to you, and you do not have much to do over here, right?
Absolutely, sir.
Right? Am I correct on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is the number of curricular, what is the total score that is given for these curricular aspects for affiliated college? See
Sir,
over here.
Our IQAC coordinator is here. I guess she should.
No, here. See over here and over here on the slide.
So we are still on the second slide.
Yeah, still on the second slide.
Yes, sir.
This one.
Yeah, we can see.
What is the maximum marks?
100 marks.
So for curricular aspects for affiliated colleges, 100 is the score that will be assigned for your curricular aspects. Okay. The key aspects to consider while complying with this criteria are curriculum design and development, curriculum planning and implementation, academic flexibility, curriculum enrichment, and feedback system. Now, madam, I am asking everyone, and I am requesting all of you to, any one of you can answer, no problem. But let us make this interactive, because any class, if it becomes interactive, it becomes easy. Curriculum design and development, you do not have much to do. Curriculum has been done by the university. Curriculum planning and implementation, the college has a role to do. How will you teach the students? What portion of the course or what portion of the curriculum will be given on online form, on online system? What portion of the curriculum will be given on offline system? How much activity can you incorporate in order that the student can understand? Academic flexibility, can you do anything on that?
No, sir.
You can, if you suppose some student is falling sick, cannot come to the institute, or so poor that cannot study in the afternoon or in the during the time the college is open, what can you do on academic flexibility?
So there is a very limited scope for the colleges.
If possible, the teacher can send some courier over there to the student's house. The teacher may go and see how the student is doing. The teacher may teach by going to his house. Very difficult, extremely difficult. But if you can do, you will get a good score on this academic flexibility. What can you do on curriculum enrichment? You do not have much to do on curriculum enrichment. You can only send a letter that these are some of the things that can be put into the curriculum, right? So the principal may send a letter, or the teacher may send a letter to the principal that the philosophy course is having this thing, English is having this particular subject, and we want the subject to be more like involved. We want new authors to come into the curricula and things like that. We want English, American literature to be taught to the students. So those things can come as curriculum enrichment. Feedback system, what can you take? Feedback means basically these teachers are discussing with themselves, the students are discussing with the teachers, and they are all documented. Do you maintain diary, madam? I am asking all the teachers. Do you maintain diary for day-to-day activity?
Maintained by our personal diary, sir.
No, personal diary, fine. Do you maintain, you are taking class from 10 to 11, you found the story, the lecture was greatly appreciated, the students could understand, you discussed with them some of the things. Is it possible, to maintain that kind of diary for all of you?
No, sir.
If you can, madam, because the objective from Professor Santosh Panda's lecture, you must have understood by now that we are gradually going to personalized teaching. And this personalized teaching, National Education Policy is now calling 40% will be through online and 60% will be through offline. Right? So now the point is coming to, the onus is coming, the responsibility is coming to all of us, that we have to reach the students in all possible ways. That question is basically experiential learning. Suppose some student is madam, please listen to me. The point is coming experiential learning. Suppose someone is reading a poem of Wordsworth, and Wordsworth is describing nature. Is it possible for you to arrange a field trip on a moonlit night? A moonlit night is the given, and the forest and other things have been described. Can you take students to a field trip on one evening, moonlit night, and give them the experience and talk about the poetry and teach them in that manner? If not, is it possible to videograph this kind of thing? In the background, there will be the poem will be read out, and the essential points of the poem will gradually come. and you are teaching the students and you are telling, your background voice will come, see the beautiful, the moon shines in the, I mean, I'm just taking from my mind, nothing is all from imagination. So can you do that? Or
I try to do that sometimes in my
Yeah.
classroom by
Yes.
giving pictures and videos and all, but I don't think it's possible always, sir. Not
Yeah,
always.
perfectly, madam. I am not saying that these are all possible. I am just saying, madam, how is it is possible to enhance our ambit towards teaching and research and towards teaching and learning process? If you ask me, have you done it? You can ask me, when you teach in the class, has it been possible for you to do all these? My answer will be plain and simple, no, I have not been able to do it. I did not do it. I did not have to do it. But the days are becoming more and more difficult. It is very difficult to get funding. It is very difficult to get students. It is very difficult to motivate students. So the problem is, these questions are now coming. We are in a regime where we are continuously being tested for our competence and efficiency. So now you understand, that now colleges, Mahestola College and a college in Kolkata at the College Street, is it possible to match Mahestola College and Lady Sri Ram College, Delhi? Is it possible to match? But we are doing that because these criteria, madam, these criteria are basically the same criteria on which the Indian institutions all over the country are being evaluated. So when you are getting B or B plus or B minus or whatever, you are getting on the basis of the actual things that are existing in your classroom or in your institution. No one will understand you are getting first generation learners. People will say, what are you doing to improve their ability to learn? Because it is necessary, it is the onus, it is the responsibility of the teachers to improve the lot of the first generation learner. That is what your mandate is. So perhaps you are understanding what I want to mean by these slides. I mean, these slides are nothing. These slides are available on internet. So I am not saying anything new. My question is, how can you innovate and how can you motivate students? How can you teach them the importance of the subject of English, the importance of the subject of poetry, the importance of the subject of an essay, the importance of the entire curricula, and how the entire curricula can become enmeshed totally. I remember one teacher who used to teach in Bombay University, very good teacher, died in Paris airport at the age of 40. The way he used to teach, and I used to mimic his teaching, mimic in the sense that, the way he used to teach. In the first lecture, he will come and say what he will teach. In the second lecture, he will say for 5 minutes what he did in the last lecture. In the second lecture, he will say what he did in the first 2 lectures. In the third lecture, in this manner, he will go and gradually he will proceed. And in the final lecture, he used to be the best. That what I have told you and how the whole thing comes and how the whole thing fits. So, madam, all of these are you are not only doing, you are also keeping record. Unless you keep record, you cannot upload anything. So perhaps some of you are doing this teaching, already you are doing. It is not that, one Bashok Chaudhary will come and speak. You are doing. Some of you are very great teachers. Always, otherwise the college cannot survive. Maybe, Dr. Rumpa Das is doing a very good job, or other teachers are doing very good jobs. Otherwise, the college cannot survive. Point is, many times we are not keeping records. That is why I am talking about personal diary. Kindly, if you can start this, that the teachers of my college are keeping a diary and maintaining this academic progress of their academic progress throughout the year, then it will be an example for the country. It has not been done anywhere in the country. Give diary and what teachers are doing, class tests are being taken, students are coming. It is just academic diary. where even who can draw the face of a student who could not eat during the day, that will also be sketched, and that is the personalized story that will come out of the diary. So let me go to the next slide. Can you see, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the marks for teaching learning evaluation for affiliated colleges?
It's 350.
350 compared to 200 for universities, because the mandate of universities is to do more research. For affiliated colleges, it is 350. Very, very important. The criterion addresses the regular academic activities of the institution. Kotogulo class apnar hoyeche. How many classes have you taken? Whether you have taken 90% of the classes allotted in the routine. What is the routine? How is the routine formed? Whether there is a routine committee. Whether the routine committee takes into account the problems and the difficulties of a particular teacher. Many, persons may have disease, the person may have other engagement, the person may have other occupation. How are you taking those into account, recording them, making routine in them? The teaching learning processes, students' results, desired outcomes. What is the desired outcomes? How can you do desired outcomes? So many people are being sent to college, to the final examination, right? So many people are, maybe 100 students are going for final examination. Out of 100 students in the final examination, 80 are passing with a very good grade. Not many are passing with a lot of good grades, and there is analysis of these results in the class and in the principal's room. And after analysis, people are saying that, first generation learner, it is not possible. He has done the maximum. He has achieved the maximum. We have done a lot for him or her. So desired outcomes are being done that way. And all these, madam, will be recorded. It will not only be done, it has to be recorded, because from this record, you will go to the next year. From this record, you will go to the future of the academics. As the first criteria deals with a what in learning, this one assesses the how the learning happens. এইখানে আপনার অ্যাক্টিভিটির ব্যাপারটা আসবে, এইখানে আপনার প্রজেক্ট বেসড লার্নিং আসবে, এইখানে হাউ ইউ আর টিচিং দ্য স্টুডেন্টস আসবে। কোনো ছাত্র বুঝতে পারছে না, দে আর নট ইন এ পজিশন টু আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড হোয়াট ইট ইজ, দে ক্যানট আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড বিকজ নট ভেরি গুড ইন আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডিং, তাকে আপনি কি করে শেখাবেন সেটা আসবে। এবং ইভ্যালুয়েশন অ্যাসেসমেন্ট প্র্যাকটিসেস, অনেকে কম্পিউটার খুলতেই জানে না, অনেকে cannot, do not know how to fill in Google form. So you are teaching them evaluation process. This is multiple choice questions. This is objective question. This is subjective question. Multiple choice questions need to be done. You have to do some amount of calculation or some amount of exercise in order to answer before you put A or B or C or D. So some of the things are knowledge based. So your question pattern will also be important, madam. How? Your question will be 30% knowledge, 40% thinking, 30% thinking plus knowledge plus more than that, maybe outside the syllabus. Now, outside the syllabus, you cannot go because you are not designing your syllabus. But you can definitely spar the thinking. The other day, one of our friends was asking me that why a rickshaw puller earns 400 rupees per day, and why a particular person is earning 2 lakhs rupees per day. What is the problem? What is the difference? The difference is that one is using the body only, the other is using the mind. All of us are using the mind. And you must teach your student how to use his or her mind in order that he can understand and appreciate what you are teaching him or her. So this mind, development, that is a part of teaching. Then he can experience on his own. He can sense on his own. Am I becoming clear, madam? Am I becoming in any way? Am I saying that something that you are not understanding or you are not agreeing?
No, sir. It's
Yeah,
okay.
kindly. So the point is, various evaluation and assessment practices. You have to give them essay type answers. Write about this. I am teaching physics. Okay, I'll give you a tough problem and solve the problem. Okay, I'm teaching chemistry. I will give you a very I give you an equation, and I will try to ask you whether you are understanding the chemical equation. What is it actually? A chemical equation is basically something abstract. What does it say? So try to understand that. How can you modify the equation? How can you? Is there any similar equation existing in the literature? What is the name of the book? Most of the people I have seen, madam, all of you will also agree, in today's world, many students do not know the name of the book, name of the textbook that they study. Have you seen this? Ask them, what is the textbook? Who is the author? And in many interviews, people cannot say what is the recent textbook, a good textbook, and the name of the author of that particular textbook. People do not know. So that is basically the disconnect that is taking place. And that is what we need to bridge the gap. And why it is becoming more and more difficult? Because already 26% of students are in the enrollment, gross enrollment ratio. You are trying to bring a large number of Indians into the education net. You are trying to bring the Indians to the education net, those Indians who are not at all involved in education at all. So that is basically the difficulty. That is where we are in a difficult situation. That is why the job of teaching is becoming so very difficult. So now coming to the point, here you have 350 points and you have to score good number in order that you can really get good grade in NAC. Let me go to the next slide. It is continued. You have to do these things, student enrollment and profile. Madam Principal will have a lot of work to do over here, student enrollment and profile. How many seats? How many students have applied? What is the procedure for enrollment? The government has given a procedure. The university has given a procedure. You have all the data over here, the relevant orders. Student enrollment related order, sanctioned seats, university has done your inspection, the report from the IC, and all these will come over here, student enrollment and profile. Catering student diversity, whether any student is there who is differently able, physically handicapped, we do not say that, differently able. Whether lady students are coming, whether minorities are coming in large numbers. In 2018, how many minority students came? In 2019, whether there has been an increase in that or not. So these are all catering student diversity. And whether you have, the gender related issues like, people will talk about also those who are, we live in a democratic society today. And people will also live, that it is not only male, female, it is also something like, some other community. They will also come. Whether you are having any such student. If you have such student, do you have proper toilet for them, madam? See how the questions are coming. You are catering to student diversity. Do we have toilet for neither male nor female? Because if they go somewhere, they will be taunted. So you cannot allow that as a responsible citizen of this country. Then comes teaching learning process. What is the teaching learning process? UGC has said that 40% of teaching will be online. Maybe you are not doing 40%, you are doing 20%. How many classrooms are there where there are projectors? How many classrooms are there where there are computers? How many classrooms are there where you can monitor from outside? You may sit in in your house. You may from your house you can conduct the class. And the teaching learning process. How can you involve the students in the teaching learning process? All these you won't have to say, madam. You have to write in your diary and you have to give those diary to the principal, and not only that, you have to keep record. Teacher quality. Teachers are coming from West Bengal College Service Commission. So teacher quality is being maintained by them, and you are getting them. You will write that. You will write the policy of the government about the teachers. So that part is done. Evaluation process and reforms. This is being done by the university. Evaluation process is given to you, but in order to make students final examination ready, you do many different things, and they also must be recorded. Evaluation process. You are giving them questions. You are giving them projects. You are giving them various other things. You are doing wall magazine. You are telling them to write on a particular subject. You are giving them incentive by conducting different activity clubs, if possible, and things like that. Student performance and learning outcome. What is your learning outcome, madam? Student performance is coming from university examination. So every year your students are going into university examination, and the students are coming with, so many first class, so many second class, and so many things, their learning outcomes. They are going to different postgraduate institutions. Some of them are going to jobs, and you have a great amount of data in your office in order to prove that you are connected to 70 or 80% of your students. Madam, I am becoming clear. Principal madam.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir.
Yeah, if there is any question, kindly tell me. Student performance, you are getting it from examination results.
Right, sir.
They will be on your fingertips, because everything will be on your computer. And learning outcomes, how many students have been in masters? They are going to masters. How many students are going out of the state? How many students are going to jobs? What kind of jobs are doing? If they are doing jobs, median salary. That question will be asked now. What salary they are getting? After graduation, are they making 20,000 rupees per month, 30,000 rupees per month? They will come from here. If you say that your students are really going for jobs. Now, next slide. Research consultancy extension. What is the number, madam, over here?
$150, sir.
150. 250 for universities, because university, the mandate is more research and consultancy. Most of our institutions are doing badly in this. Why? This criterion, as the name suggests, is about the academic research, extended consultancy services from the side of institution towards the industry and the field of study, and extension, which is the outreach of the institution towards the society, addressing various real-life problems, finding solutions, and other extracurricular activities to improve the overall quality of the institution. These are all given in the NAAC document. I am not saying anything new. Point is, how will you determine whether their academic research and of proper standard? Now, when you upload your data, let me tell you, you are saying that I am doing research, I am publishing papers. Fine. These papers will be, the quality of these papers will be determined by two third parties. দুটো থার্ড পার্টি, তারা আপনার এই কাগজগুলোকে ইভ্যালুয়েট করবে। So if you say my research is good, they will take data from Scopus, they will take data from Web of Science, they will take data from Oxford books or things like that. So if you publish in an ordinary journal, maybe you have published, but that data will not come into your count. Am I clear, madam?
Yes, sir.
Consultancy services, very difficult for university departments. And you are a college, I understand your situation. Consultancy services, what kind of consultancy can you give? If you have a psychology department, some of your teachers can give, in this COVID situation, counseling services. Yes, it is an extension service. What kind of service can be given by physics? If there is some machine or maybe some machine parts industry, how those machinery are working and what is the problem in those machine, and if any value addition can be done into that particular industry. Now, how many industries are there around your college? The question will come. How many? Yes. Just 5 minutes.
2:15 to 2:30, I think there would be a downtime. They will switch off the routers.
Will you say to after it is? Will you say after 2:30? Yeah. Then I can complete the lecture. Yeah. Between 2:15 and 2:30, there will be a problem with the router. So I just requested that they should do it after 2:30 so that I can complete. Okay. So this consultancy is basically, suppose there is I get this idea to one of the Calcutta colleges. Just suppose there are some telebhajar dukan. What kind of consultancy can you give? If you boil, or rather if you put oil to high temperature again and again, the cis oil becomes trans oil. The cis isomer becomes trans isomer. And if you eat that, the trans isomer is basically bad from cancer point of view, from heart point of view. Cardiologically, it is bad. It is proved. We eat a lot of telebhaja. At least how many times that particular person uses the same oil, we can ask and we can tell him, or we can tell her that, do not use the oil so many times. Consultancy. And then these are all recorded, madam. These are all recorded. What is the quality of water in the area near your college? Is it possible to get a measure of the quality of the water that you are having over there in taps and in different things? Do you see solid waste on the road? And is it possible for teachers and students together to clean the roads on certain days and tell the people around that it is a problem of the solid waste and please do not do that? Is it possible to compost the different materials that are coming out of your biodegradable material that are coming out of your college and make compost out of them, and to impress upon the NAC that we are not allowing our waste product to go to the society, outside society, we are composting them in our campus. Madam, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Am
Yes, sir.
All the teachers, do you understand what I mean by this? I mean, what NACS looks for? And whatever I am speaking, madam, whatever you are discussing, madam, everything will be recorded and documented.
Documented. Yes.
Without documentation, no point. Now let me go to the next slide, because okay, here again, key aspects of this criterion are promotion of research. How is the principal promoting research, whether someone is going to do some analysis of his sample or of our sample, whether principal is taking care and giving her leave. Resource mobilization for research, kichu taka, whether money can be kept for research. Research facility creation, whether there are instrument centers for which, all for a small college it is very difficult, but still research publications and awards. Consultancy, we have discussed. Extension activities and institutional social responsibility, we have discussed. Collaborations, if I cannot do research myself, whether it is possible for me to do some research with outside people. That is collaboration, and all those collaborations will be recorded. The principal must know, otherwise we will not get points. This one is quite easy. To assess the physical and academic facilities and support system, infrastructure and learning resources. All of you know whether principal is having a room, whether there are classrooms, whether there are labs, whether there are technology facilities for physical fitness. I mean, every college is having now gym, whether you have any doctor coming to your college every week and checks, health checkup is done. Proper and sufficient reference material, whether you have a library, proper library, whether you use ICT, in information and communication technology in your education system, and all these. What is the number, madam, over here? 100. This is for universities also, affiliated institutions also. So the infrastructure wise, University and college will not be much different. Try to understand this point. And all these will be photographed. All these will be continuous improvement. All these will be properly recorded and improvement will be shown. আরে এটা তো আমি গত বছর দেখে গিয়েছিলাম, একই জিনিস আপনি দেখাচ্ছেন। Not that গত বছর এটা ছিল না, last year we could not do it, we had it in mind, this year we have done it, it has been done, installed, কত সালে করা হয়েছিল, এয়ার কন্ডিশনার বসেছে এখানে, in which year the air conditioner, where is the bill for this air conditioner, even that will be shown, right? Next, student mentoring and support classes, foundation classes, remedial classes we have discussed. Student progression, very, very important. Most of the institutions do not have this student progression. Student participation and activities, 15 August, 15th August, how many students come? 26th January, how many students come? How many students come for the Saraswati Pujo? How many students come for different activities, different celebrations? How many students do come to the foundation day? How is foundation day observed? How many activity clubs you have done? How many extracurricular activity you have organized? And this one or that one. I mean, things like that. Student support and progression. The major field of focus for this criterion is on ensuring proper participation of students in academics and student support for the side of the institution. Mentoring, if you give scholarship to any student, very needy, so that he can pursue post-graduation in an institution. Very, very good work. That will fetch you a lot of marks. Mentoring and providing guidance. On the particular day of visit of NAC, you call a student and he comes or she comes and says that because of this teacher I am doing postgraduate, otherwise I could not have done. She took money out of her money bag and gave me money, and that is why I am here. That matters. They will all be recorded. Everything will be recorded, and that diary will be very important. That diary will have records of your contribution as a teacher to the society at large. For universities, student support and progression is 100. Try to see the marks and try to go ahead accordingly. To comply with this criteria, the institution is student mentoring and support, what you are doing, maybe a remedial class and foundation course, student progression, student participation and activities. These things are relatively easy. Progression is difficult because after 5 years or so, you lose touch with the students. Governance, leadership and management. How is governance done? Principal does it. There is a governing body. How many meetings have taken place? What are the resolutions? Whether resolutions are being followed properly, whether resolutions are being preserved properly, whether e-copy of the resolutions are on website, whether governance is being done following all the rules, statutory obligations, and also empathy. That is important. Leadership, whether the principal gives leadership, whether the heads of the departments give leadership. Leadership does not mean you do this, you do that. Leadership means something like taking together. Ekshonge cholo. Ami pechone achi. I am there. You are doing the job. What am I doing? You people are my strength. Ami ke? That part. What is the weightage? 100 is the weightage. The quality and future of the institution depends on it. Internal quality assurance, very, very important. You are having that. Faculty empowerment. Faculty will do, teach the way they want. They will be able to gather information from outside. They will go to library. They will have new information. Financial resource management. What is the amount of money? How much are you spending? How much, whether audit is regularly taking place, whether you are having clean audit and things like that. Strategy development. Where do you want this college to go 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now? So they come under this criterion. And finally, innovations and best practices. Innovations and best practices. I think the number is 100 over here. Yes. So what is this? The approach of institution towards a greener, eco-friendly campus. Most of the colleges are doing that. Energy conservation, whether you have solar powered system or not. Innovative ideas implemented in the institution where you are different. How are you different? How are you different? You are a college. By your side, there is a college, maybe in Boj, maybe somewhere else, maybe South Calcutta. Mohestola College has made a distinctive mark in the area of academics, in the area of teaching and learning process. So what is your best practice? Maybe from college fund, if you give 2 awards every year to the teachers for the humanistic services, not for, if you try to talk about academics, it will be a problem because we never try to compare ourselves. We are all great people. That is a problem. We are not great. I am not great. I can always say to you, I am not great. Madam Rumpa Dash has so kindly invited me. So I am not great. I always say that. The only thing, about me, the only negative point that is said is that, this person is too humble. He does not talk much about himself. And I am like that. I do not want to talk about myself. There is no point. Because people will judge. There is no point in talking about yourself because you will be, everyone, all of you are very smart people. All of you are teachers of an institutions. You have done your PhD. You are very literate. You are very educated. You are a very valuable person of this country. Because of you, there is value addition to this country. You are great. Point is, how can you bring more greatness? So what can you do? I will suggest, if Madam Rumpa Dash has not thought about it, I will suggest, if possible, for humanistic services, for humanism, create 2 awards, very small, one certificate and one small, memento. It will not cost you more than 1,000 rupees, or maybe maximum 2,000 rupees. So give teachers for the humanistic services. What is humanistic? There will be, entry. Teachers will put their names, and there will be a paper going from the office of the principal that those who think you have done something like humanistic practice, because humanism was the great thing of this country. So anyone who has done this for the student, for the faculty, একজন ফ্যাকাল্টি অসুস্থ হয়ে গেল, বাংলায় বলি একটু, একজন ফ্যাকাল্টি অসুস্থ হয়ে গেল, আপনারা সবাই মিলে তার জন্য অসম্ভব করলেন। হিউম্যানিজম. You have shown, it is what is known as, fellow feeling. So, Jesus said about neighbor. So you became the best neighbor possible. You became more than your relative of that particular person. And I want to recognize your good things through this. So the best practice is the college. What is your best practice? The college recognizes the humanistic service of the teachers through award, through giving award on the annual day. যেখানে ছাত্রদের প্রাইজ দিচ্ছেন, সেখানে অনেক কিছু দিচ্ছেন, সেখানে আপনি বেস্ট প্র্যাকটিসের জন্য আপনারা প্রত্যেকে kindly think about it. Madam Rumpa Dash, I am giving an idea. Think about it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The poorest person who is passing graduation and also with a good grade, all of you teachers create a fund through your own salary and give him free tuition at the postgraduate level. Maybe he is going to Calcutta University College or somewhere, not much. Create a fund and give to the student and give that in under the best practice, because humanism is what we want. So that is what you can do through best practice, and immediately your score will increase. And what is the score for this? 100 for universities, 100 for affiliated institutions. You have to give 2 or 3 best practices. One best practice, maybe this college is very good academically and regularly holds classes, and if a student cannot come, we try to connect with the student. So this personal connect is very important. The second is humanistic service of the teachers are taken note of, and they are given special awards for this. The third is what I said. The third is the teachers have created a corpus. And every year, one student, poorest but meritorious, is given free progression, free education, so that he can progress in life. And that is what we do. Let there be Let there be competition. So these are some of the things that that you can do in order that the college improves, and you have to think about the college always. So I hope I have given what I was supposed to say. I just I am a practical man. I do not say anything which cannot be done in a particular college. Many things can be talked about, but the point is you have to understand the ground reality, and considering the ground reality, you have to really give shape to the policies and the practices and the ideas that are to be implemented. So considering that, if we discuss more, if we can sit together, maybe because I have always time for you on Sundays. So, I can sit with the teachers and I can think, how you can really develop your materials in order that you can do good things in NAC. So that is what it is from my side. If there is any question, I will take. If there is any question, my email is available with Madam Principal. So if there is any question, I will take those questions. And my idea is, we should really prepare our colleges for NAC. And if you tell me that, come to the college and prepare us for NAC, I will personally do it. I will give my labor for that. I don't mind. But there must be improvement. Every time there must be improvement.
Sir, thank you so much for these very important directions which you have given, not just to our college, for the impending NAC preparation and visit. I think that your very constructive suggestions and your pragmatic approach will also help principals and teachers of different colleges all across India who are present here amongst us, not just in this meet, but also through the YouTube links. Our former principal, Sir, Professor Somendu Sengupta, has raised his hand. He wants to present something to you, sir. So he will be saying something. I invite Professor Somendu Sengupta, sir.
আমি ওনার নামটা দেখি মনে হলো that old friend.
আমি অত্যন্ত আনন্দিত এবং অভিভূত যে আপনি মহেশতলা কলেজের আজকের এই ওয়েবিনারটাতে আপনি এসেছেন, এবং কারণ আপনার সঙ্গে আমার কাজ করার অভিজ্ঞতা তো আছে, এবং আমি যখন সিনেটের সদস্য ছিলাম ওই সময়তে যে কলকাতা বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের ন্যাকে ফেস করেছিল, তাতে আপনি লিডারশিপ দিয়েছিলেন, সেটা তো আমার মনে আছে, আমি দেখেছি আপনি কিভাবে উইথ ফ্লাইং কালার্স এগিয়ে নিয়ে গেছেন। কারণ আর আপনার থেকে ভালো কেউ হতে পারতো না এই ব্যাপারটাতে সবাইকে মোটিভেট করার জন্য। এটা মানে অত্যন্ত আনন্দের কথা মহেশতলা কলেজের সমস্ত টিচারদের কাছে, এবং আপনি যেভাবে সবাইকে সাহায্য করেন তার মধ্যে আমি তো একজন সাহায্য পাওয়া মানুষ সব কিছুতেই। কাজে আপনি যেটা বললেন যে কোনো সময়তেই আপনাকে যোগাযোগ করা যেতে পারে, ইউ আর অলওয়েজ হ্যান্ডি, দ্যাট ইজ ভেরি নোবেল কোয়ালিটি অফ ইউ দ্যাট আই হ্যাভ এক্সপিরিয়েন্সড ইন মাই লাইফ। সো কাইন্ড অফ ইউ। হ্যাঁ, শরীর ঠিক আছে, শরীর ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে। আর যেটা বলার সেটা হচ্ছে যে এই টিচার্স একাডেমিক ডায়েরি কিন্তু খুব ভালো একটা ফর্মে 2001 সালে প্রথম ন্যাক হওয়ার আগে থেকেই ইন্ট্রোডিউসড হয়েছিল। এই ডায়েরিটা সিস্টেমটা যদি চালু থাকতো তাহলে পরে এই মানে এখন যে ডকুমেন্টেশনের ব্যাপারটা, এই ব্যাপারটা করতে কোনো অসুবিধে হতো না। আরেকটা জিনিস যেটা সেটা খুব দরকার, সেটা হচ্ছে খালি প্রিন্সিপাল এবং 3-4 জন অধ্যাপক অধ্যাপিকাকে দিয়ে তো আর ন্যাক হবে না। সবাই যাতে ব্যাপারটাকে একটু হৃদয়ঙ্গম করেন এবং আপনার যে আপনি প্রেজেন্টেশনটা দিলেন সেইটাকে বুঝে তার উপর প্রশ্নাবলী যদি আপনার কাছে পাঠায় এবং আপনার সঙ্গে যদি ইন্টারেক্ট করে, তাহলে মনে হয় কলেজটা ন্যাকটা করতে খুব মানে সুবিধে হবে। না হলে পরে 4-5 জন বুঝবে আর বাদবাকি সবাই ভাববে অন্য সবাই আমার হয়ে বুঝে দেবে, তাহলে কিন্তু হবে না। এটা আমার 2টো ন্যাক করানোর অভিজ্ঞতা থেকে আমি বললাম, কিছু মনে করবেন না আমি
না না,
এখন-
not at all.
হ্যাঁ,
Not at all. আর দেখুন, আমরা এমন একটা ইকো হচ্ছে একটু, আমরা এমন একটা জায়গায় থাকি যেখানে আমরা একজন আরেকজনের কাছে শিখি, তাই না? এই কালচারটা যদি নষ্ট হয়ে যায় মুশকিল। আমি আমার প্রিন্সিপালের কাছ থেকে কত শিখেছি।
সে তো বটেই।
Thank you, Professor Somendu Sengupta sir. Dr. Rupali Choudhury, principal of a prominent Kolkata college, she also wants to say something. Over to you, Rupali Di.
Thank you, Rumpa, and good afternoon to everybody. Sir, Professor Choudhury কে বলছি, আমার না দুটো প্রশ্ন। আপনি তো কেমিস্ট্রির পার্টটা বোঝেন, আমিও কেমিস্ট্রির টিচার। এবার আমরা IQAC থেকে ডিপার্টমেন্ট ওয়াইজ অ্যান্ড ইয়ার ওয়াইজ ছাত্রদের থেকে একটা ফিডব্যাক নিয়েছিলাম ভেরি রিসেন্টলি, 1 মাসও হয়নি, রিগার্ডিং অনলাইন ক্লাসেস। তো বিশেষ করে সায়েন্সের স্টুডেন্টরা ভীষণভাবে জানালো যে এই যে প্র্যাকটিক্যাল ক্লাস দিনের পর দিন হচ্ছে না, ওরা ভীষণ সাফার করছে, বুঝতে পারছে না সাবজেক্ট, আর ফলে মার্কসটা ভীষণ কম আসছে। এইটা 1 নম্বর একটা প্রশ্ন। সেকেন্ড প্রশ্নটা হচ্ছে যে আমি একটা শেয়ারিং ক্যাম্পাসের কলেজ থেকে আসি, তাই যে আমার কিন্তু ইনফ্রাস্ট্রাকচারের শর্টেজ কম বেশি সবসময়ই থাকে, অ্যান্ড রাইট ইন দ্য হার্ট অফ ক্যালকাটা। তো এইটাকে কি করে একটু মানে কিভাবে ইমপ্রুভ করা যায়, সেটার জন্যও একটু আপনার থেকে মতামত দরকার।
ম্যাডাম প্রথমেই বলে রাখি যে এখন 2:30 বাজে, যদি এখানে ওই আমাদের এখানে একটা মানে একটা সার্ভিসিং হবে কম্পিউটারের, যদি বন্ধ হয়ে যায় তাহলে আমি মোবাইল থেকে আপনার সঙ্গে ঢুকছি আর কি। আমার বক্তব্য হচ্ছে যে কেমিস্ট্রির ল্যাব তৈরি করার ব্যাপারে কি করে করাবেন এই ব্যাপারে ভেরি রিসেন্ট কেমিক্যাল অ্যান্ড ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং নিউজ বলে একটা জার্নাল বেরোয়, সেই জার্নালে আমেরিকান কেমিক্যাল সোসাইটি, সেই আর্টিকেলটা জোগাড় করতে পারিনি। সেখানে এই ভার্চুয়াল কেমিক্যাল ল্যাবের কনসেপ্টটা দিয়ে কি করে কি করা যায় সেটা তারা দিয়েছে। ডেফিনেটলি ডিফিকাল্ট, কিন্তু তারা এটা দিয়েছে, আমার ওটা পড়া হয়নি। যদি পারেন তাহলে আপনি আমেরিকান কেমিক্যাল সোসাইটি কেমিক্যাল অ্যান্ড ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং নিউজ বললেই ওটা পাবেন। আর দ্বিতীয় হচ্ছে যে আপনার যেখানে উইকনেস আছে ওটাকে কি করে স্ট্রেংথ করে দেখানো যায় সেটা কিন্তু আপনাকে ন্যাকের কাছে দেখাতে হবে। আপনার উইকনেস, বাট উইকনেস হ্যাজ টু বি রিটন ইন সাচ এ ম্যানার দ্যাট দ্যাট ইজ স্ট্রেংথ। নট অনলি আপনি বলবেন আমার জায়গা কম, but at the same time you are cooperating in a different sense,
right?
So that cooperation should be reflected. ওইগুলো লেখার উপর নির্ভর করে ম্যাডাম, যে যেভাবে লিখতে পারে ওই লেখাটা ভীষণ ইম্পর্টেন্ট। এবং ওই লেখাটার জন্য যদি কোনো সময় মনে হয় আপনার, যদি আমাকে মনে পড়ে, আমি আপনাকে হেল্প করতে পারি, এটুকু বলতে পারি।
স্যার নিশ্চয়ই মনে পড়বে, দরকারও পড়বে, কেমিক্যাল বন্ডিং তো আছেই। I will get back to you later on. Thank you so much.
No problem. আপনি সুস্থ থাকুন, ভালো থাকুন।
Sir, for the information of all concerned, we have an slot for interactive session from 4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. So if anybody is interested, we can be using that slot as well. But as of now, I wish to thank Professor Bashop Choudhury on behalf of all stakeholders of our college for this brilliant and most engaging and helpful session. I have already noted your suggestions and advices, sir, and I will get back to you shortly, and possibly you can expect some disturbance from our side on Sundays for you, sir. Me and my teachers would like to connect with you.
No problem. আর সৌমেন্দু বাবুকে নমস্কার জানাবেন আবার।
একদম স্যার, আমরা থাকলে পরে সৌমেন্দু স্যারকে নিয়েই আসবো আপনার কাছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ
সো মাচ স্যার।